episode of What's This? This isn't just an episode. This is the rest of Demented, even crazier. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this, but I didn't feel it would be respected enough because of the incident that happened a while ago with Daniel Kyer and Markiplier, so I didn't think it would be responsible of me to post a video about this, and I was also sick. Because, this is all, like, it involves Markiplier, and I was pretty bummed about the Daniel Kyer thing, so, I didn't feel like posting something like Markiplier thing, because it made me sad. But, anyway, we're back, and I am over that, because it's not as hard for me to get over a person that I've never met before, but I still feel feelings for them, because they're a real person. We're back, and we're here to read the rest of Demented, Even Crazier, and sorry I didn't do this a week later, because of the stuff I just said, but yeah, I'm repeating myself again. I'm crazy. If you're coming directly from the, other video, you know, everyone already knows what's happening, but other people have not come directly from the video, so, WILFORD, WARFSTASHE, is the one who created Bill Cipher. Spoilers, like, if you didn't see the video, too bad. That's why it's a part 2. Anyway. Okay, let's just get on with the chapter. I've been babbling for a minute. 30 seconds, and 33, and 34, and 35. Okay, I'm done. Bill's POV. Chapter 14. We are on chapter 14. And my voice is still really bad. I've been working on my impressions. Okay, shut up. Bill's POV. That was that. WILFORD WARFSTASHE was a man I thought I could trust. Look where it got me. Pine Tree reminded me of myself. I was no better than WILFORD now, but I couldn't let that stop me. I've waited too long for this town to be mine. The past is in the past. Pine Tree was dragged away from the mindscape by the puppet strings. On the other hand, I had work to do. Dipper's baby. Oh yeah, he left, Bill ditched Dipper. I couldn't believe what happened. Here I was stuck in the mindscape, left with my own insanity. Bill had taken everything from me now. It was stupid to ever trust him. I truly did feel alone. I jolted when I heard a voice. Dipper? Mabel? I asked aloud. I thought it was just giving into my madness when I realized it was a memory. Oh God, here we go. Get ready for the field train! Whoop whoop! Okay. My mind was jumbled. Here my voice goes again. My mind was a jumbled mess, so all my memories just sort of floated around. Great. Just dumb things to see about all the traitors in my life. I couldn't help but watch them, though. I saw all the memories with Mabel and I had together. The adventures we had in Gravity Falls. I saw how close we were once. I saw me hanging out with Seuss and Wendy, doing chores for Uncle Stan. They were all there. I miss them. Just being a kid. I miss this. Just being a kid. That's when I realized just how awful I had been treating my family. Through all this, they believed in me. They wanted to help me. I always denied them and even turned to hurting them. I can't believe I let Bill do this to me. I wasn't crazy. Bill had drove me to insanity, just to get what he wanted. I wasn't going to let him get away with this. I had a family that loves me out there. I would undo that deal in a heartbeat. Bill did fulfill his end of the deal after all. He was the secrets in Gravity Falls. I knew his plans. I had to stop him. This was my mind. He had no right to do this to me. There has to be a way. Bill's PB. I walked down the calm streets of the town. It was peaceful. Not for long. Pine Tree's body was becoming a part of me now. It felt good to be a human again. I arrived at where most of the townsfolk were gathered. Greasy's diner. It was time. I blasted the door off the diner and smiled at the surprised people. It's time for a wake-up call, Gravity Falls, I said as blue flames formed in my hands. Well, here we go. Here comes the war. I'm wanted to the people. Good and evil. That song is awesome. I suggest you listen to it. It's called This Is War by 30 Seconds to Mars. I'm wanted to the people. good, it's loading. That's why I do this. The good and the evil. This is what. Chapter 15. Mabel's POV. A loud rumble was heard above us. Bill had not returned after our last run-in with him. I thought I could hear screaming. What is happening? It's happening. It's happening. Gorkostan said. The thing we all had feared. Bill was doing his plan. We just can't sit around. We have to do something, I said. Just then, everything began to float. It was as if gravity had ceased to work. Ah! We all screamed. As suddenly as it happened, it stopped, and we all banged back onto the ground. Our cages rattled. I had an idea. Oh, references from Not What He Seems. Guys, when the next gravity anomaly happens, swing your cages so that way the locks face the ground. When we crash back down, the impact should break the lock. It was a good plan. So when we floated again, everyone did as I told. I braced myself for the impact as the ground rushed forward. A loud crack was heard as the cages hit home. Both 4 floors. Yes! Wendy said. Quick, everyone out! Gorkostan said. Everyone escaped their cages as we rushed into the bunker entrance. The door was... Oh, wait, was the other... Damn, it was the runaway where Stan died. Man, reading 3 fanfictions at once is confusing. I think I might just do one at a time, actually. Or one from a different show. Maybe I could do one in... Okay, shut up. The door was ajar from all the banging. Perfect. Everything looked dark outside. Screams could be heard more clearly now. We exited the mystery shack to see a chaotic mess. I'm talking straight out of an apocalypse movie. The town was a mess of panicked people. The lightning. In the midst of the chaos was Bill. He was still in Dipper's body. Something told me Dipper was long gone. I rule you now, Gravity Falls! Bill laughed. Quick! We have to stop him, I said. Grab hands! I was doing a Seuss impression this morning. Grab hands, dudes. Grab hands, dudes! Sue said. Everyone linked together as we charged towards Bill. What are they gonna do? Hug him? I mean, that's not gonna do anything. We stopped a bit in front of him. Bill, stop this, or we'll make you! I tried to threaten. He didn't seem too surprised to see we had escaped. Oh, look, the whole family come to see the mass destruction. Everyone seems to not accept me, but they will, he smiled. It's not like you have any power to stop me. Bow down to your new ruler of Gravity Falls. Bill instructed. They'll never bow to you, I snapped. Fine, I'll make them. Bill smirked and used his powers to force everyone to bow down before him. Let's just say an Aladdin reference. The wind whipped wildly. The sun had turned a fierce orange. Before I knew it, I too was bowing, and I couldn't move. All the while, Bill laughed psychotically. This couldn't be happening. But it was. Could Bill really win? Chapter 16. Clicking. It's loading. Very loading. Very loading. Very loading. Dipper's PV. There had to be a way to undo the deal I made. I could see that something was wrong. I may not be able to be in control, but I could see the snipes of things that were happening. Bill would destroy everything if I didn't step up. I tried my best to think of a way out. That's when I remembered something I had learned in the mindscape. I could do anything in my mind. After all, I own this place. If I could do anything, I could basically have enough power to defeat Bill. He was a dream demon, so his So his power and weakness was in the mind. Oh, of course! I could find the memory of us making a deal and maybe create a way out. A loophole. It seemed pretty clever. Could I outwit Bill? It was worth a shot. Ever since I had told myself I wasn't crazy, my mind has gotten semi back in order. I thought about the moment when I practically lost my life. I heard the familiar words we had said. I opened my eyes to see the memory of the deal. I was about to deal with it when I noticed something next to it. It was a piece of paper that looked pretty formal. I picked it up and saw it was contract form of our deal. It said that if I give up the body of my worst enemy, aka me, to Bill, then he would show me the secrets of Gravity Falls. It was signed by me and Bill. Wow, how nice. Maybe I could imagine something else into contract. I smiled at my plan and began to watch as more words burned into the contract. The person who makes a deal with Bill can call it off whenever he wants. I thought. For a moment, I thought about what could save us all. And once he calls it off, then he gets a movement of power to do whatever he wants. There, it was complete. Now, I have to get Bill back in my head so I can confront him, I said, and began to fight my way back to control. It was hard to break through the vial of the mindscape, but was becoming more attached to his new body. I could almost make it. I had to. Chapter 17. See, this is gonna end really quickly, so that's why I didn't do the other video, and I was really tired, and it's about 10:30. Okay, chapter 17. Dippo's PV. I struggled to regain control of myself. I managed to be able to see through my eyes as Bill did his work. I took in the fire that burst everywhere, the people bowing at his feet. Among them, I saw my family. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to make this right. I managed to get a small grip of control around my body. I braced myself for what I was about to do. I punched myself as hard as I could. I was knocked out back into the mindscape. It wasn't long before Bill appeared before me. "What do you think you're doing, Pine Tree?" he asked. I glared at him. "Putting an end to this. The deal's off." Bill scoffed at me. "You can't undo the deal. It wasn't in our agreement." "Oh, but it was." I held up the contract. "Remember this? Well, read the fine print below." Bill skimmed the text, his eyes widened. "That wasn't originally there." "Well, it's in the contract clearly signed by the both of us. I get to call off our deal, and you have to do it because, as you said, dream demons are always true to their word." I clearly was getting the upper hand here. I knew Bill was right. "Sorry, Bill, but this deal is over." He glared at me. "This isn't the end, Pine Tree. I will have Gravity Falls. I will be back, and you will be able to handle what I have in store." With that, Bill snapped his fingers, and I felt a weight seem to lift me. Then I felt power fill me. I could do what I wanted now. I knew exactly what it was. "You won't get your victory, Bill, because I wish that everything was back how it was the day you and I made that stupid deal." "No," Bill said, surprised. "And I want you out of my head. You ruined everything for me, and I won't stand it," I yelled. Everything suddenly began to shake. Bill disappeared, and I was swallowed by a bright light. I saw the flashes of fire, people running, and then nothing but darkness. Chapter 18. Chapter 18. I woke up with a shout. I looked around me and saw that I was in Mabel and I's room. That made no sense. Me and Mabel's room. I looked down and saw that I could move on my own free will. I was back in my body again. I was also back in my normal clothes. Thank God. Then I looked in front of me, then saw the journal. I knew it had been completely destroyed. It was in its old grimy condition. I peeked out the window and saw blue skies with birds chirping. It appeared to be a normal day. Then I just remembered my family and friends. I practically fell downstairs in my hassle to check on everyone. I couldn't find anyone. I burst through the mystery shack gift shop. "Mabel!" I shouted. I saw her a ways off. She whipped around and then saw me. I noticed everyone else seemed to be fine. "Dipper? What's wrong?" Mabel asked me. I hugged her. I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking. Sorry? For what? She asked. Wait, did you forget? I did want everything back how it was when I made the deal, meaning they wouldn't know anything. Then something seemed to change in her eyes as she scooted away from me a bit. What happened? Oh, weird. What? What happened? I remember now. 1 minute it was chaos, and now it's fine. Are you even my brother? She asked. How would she see me now? I was so horrible to her. Mabel, it's me, Dipper. I got rid of Bill and made everything right again. It won't be the last we'll see of him, but it's okay now, I explained. You stopped Bill? How? Mabel asked. That doesn't matter. All that matters is that I'm back and we're all safe. I smiled. She smiled and we hugged. Cece and Wendy came up to me and I explained it all again. Wow, it's good to have you back, dude. You were all like psycho killer mode. This could make a good story. Perhaps. Oh, fourth wall break! Fourth wall break! Fourth wall break! This could make a good story. Perhaps a fanfiction, Seuss told me. Glad you're back, Dip. Wendy smiled. I smiled awkwardly and looked away. Sorry I almost killed you, I muttered. She laughed. It's okay. You could have killed me, but you didn't. Groko Stam was really glad to have me back, but that didn't get me out of chores. Darn. I was also thinking clearly again. Bill had done a number to this town, but everything seemed okay. Mabel's POV. I was really glad to have Dipper back. I thought we were all done for. I couldn't remember much of our time spent improvised, but that was fine by me. Man, what a story to tell my mom and dad. Chapter 19. Well, it seems about over. Chapter 19. Bill's POV. I can't believe I was run out of Pine Tree's head. I was so close. He thinks that it's over. Well, it's definitely not. I will be back. A great darkness approaches. And soon in time, the Pines twins will discover the secrets that they wish they hadn't. Relationships will be tested. Both new and old enemies will be encountered. Gravity Falls will never be the same. No one will be able to trust anyone again. This time, Pine Tree might just have dug a bit too deep. I've learned my lesson. Maybe it's time those pesky kids learn theirs. I know things they don't. They can't even begin to imagine what's ahead. The author is coming. 30 years and now he's back. The mystery in the mystery shack. Okay, this is a little creepy. Brr. Dipper's POV. It had been 2 weeks since everything was crazy, including me. Now things were back in order around the shack. Mabel was all full of smiles, and I had even taken a bit interest in Susie's love life. I had a hunch a new adventure was about to start. On better terms, I hadn't seen or heard from Bill. I knew he would be back. He was a stubborn triangle. I was studying the journal, wondering about the man who had written it. I was still determined to find him and uncover the secrets of this town. This time on my own, with, of course, Mabel at my side. I didn't know what we were going to face, but I was ready. We still had a good chunk of summer left, so why not make it count? I would try to keep my family and friends safe, but that was sort of hard. But hey, I made it this far. Dipper! I heard Mabel call from a ways off. I smiled and put away the journal. Look out, Gravity Falls. The Mystery Twins are back in action. Let's do this. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed that fanfiction. I certainly did. I love seeing people going crazy. That's it for this video. I hope that everyone enjoyed. And I will see you on the flip side.